you had only one day to spend in Northwest Arkansas, what should you do? Where should you go to make sure you get the true local experience? Hi, I'm Eric Eby with the Naturally NWA Home Team, and today we're going to focus on how to spend a day in East Rogers. So let's get into it. Rogers is basically two small towns in one. On the east side, you have Beaver Lake and the downtown area, and on the west side of town is Pinnacle Hills, which is the fastest growing area in Northwest Arkansas, and it has more upscale shopping and dining options. Both sides have plenty of things to do to keep you busy for a day, so on this video, I'm going to focus on the east side of Rogers. As I mentioned in a previous video, staying in an Airbnb is my favorite way to experience a new city, and Rogers has many options to choose from. I'd recommend finding something on Beaver Lake with a nice view. There are also several hotels to choose from all over Rogers if you're more into having daily maid service. Rogers has a lot of cool events happening throughout the year, so I'd also refer you to destinationrogers.com to check out the event calendar when planning your trip. But let's get into some of my personal recommendations for how to spend one day in East Rogers. So if you like to start your day off with a good breakfast, I'd recommend that you check out Jaclyn's Kitchen. Jaclyn's is a locally owned restaurant close to Prairie Creek that offers some great home-cooked breakfast options, and then they turn into a pizza restaurant in the evenings. For you coffee for breakfast people, there's an Onyx Coffee Lab in Rogers on 2nd Street that has great coffee and pastries and has a really cool vibe. After you get fueled up for the day, I'd recommend taking a drive out to War Eagle Mill and check out the mill store and then head on up to Hobbs State Park. There's a really cool visitor center at the Hobbs State Park that will educate you on all the different types of plants and animals that are native to this area. There's several hiking trails that you can check out in Hobbs State Park, or you can venture over to War Eagle Cavern and take a tour of the cavern with the largest natural opening in the state of Arkansas. It's a really cool place to check out. Now that you've burned off all your breakfast energy, it's time to get replenished and have some lunch. One of my favorite new places in downtown Rogers is Flashback Pizza. Flashback is known for their retro 90s vibe and delicious pizzas and milkshakes. If you're not in the mood for pizza, I'd suggest that you head over to Parkside Public, which is famous for their burgers. After lunch, you should head out to Beaver Lake if you can. There are several places where you can rent kayaks or pontoon boats, and there are a few swimming beaches as well. If you're not the lake type, then head on down to Magnolia Bike Shop where you can rent one of their cool e-bikes or check out a demo model and take a ride around the downtown loop. If you're not the outdoorsy type, then you might be interested in doing some day drinking. I'd suggest going to Ozark Beer Co. They offer a rotating food truck 7 days a week, and they have 20 beers on tap, with 5 of them being available year-round. They have a huge patio to hang out on, and they have an event center upstairs where they'll do cool stuff like yoga and all kinds of little pop-up events. Be sure to check out their event calendar to see what they have lined up while you're in town. Now that you've worked up a sweat, or maybe a buzz, it's time to go get cleaned up and get ready for this evening's activities, including where you should go eat dinner. Downtown Rogers has several great restaurants from barbecue to Mexican. If you're looking for a place that has a good selection of menu items, I definitely recommend Levi's Gastrolounge. Be sure to get their donuts for dessert. They are amazing. Now, if you're in town on a weekend between June and October, then there's probably a good chance that there will be free live music at Railyard Live in downtown Rogers. So this is a fun way to spend the evening after dinner. Then, after the concert, you can go enjoy a nightcap at the 5-6 bar. This is one of my favorite places to hang out in downtown Rogers. So, now that you know how to spend one day in East Rogers, you might be asking yourself, what if I'm gonna be there for 2 days, or maybe even a week? Well, my advice is to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the other videos in this series where I'll show you how to spend a day in each city in Northwest Arkansas. I'm Eric Eby with the Naturally NWA Home Team at HomeQuest Realty. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.